So, you found an event you would like to participate in. That's great news. But there's a tiny problem. You're not sure how to get started, especially when it's a game jam. Do you feel that you aren't sure of your coding skills? Or perhaps this is your first time trying out graphic design or CGI? If the answer to any of these questions is yes, then worry not. We have your back. Hello and welcome to the first video of the workshop for ReSpawn 2022, India's own Game Jam and Development Workshop Fest, presented to you by Coding Club IIT Guwahati, CGS IIT Kharagpur and GDS IIT Kanpur. In this Game Jam and workshop, we will guide you through the basics of game development and have you make a game to win exciting prizes. You can also build your CV with this, and it will be a great learning experience for you. So, before we go into the event and the workshop itself, let's just ponder for a moment over the reason as to why you should learn game development. To be honest, for a lot of people, learning game development may seem like a misuse of time. Many could spend that doing something more academic or strengthening your CV in some other way. So, why choose game development over others? Well, game development is a fast growing industry around the world and especially in India. Games have become a large part of our lives, more so these past few years when we couldn't meet each other physically. But games like Among Us, Fall Guys, and PUBG kept us connected. It's almost mind boggling to think how the video games have fashioned our lives in these past 2 years. Do you think if none of this lockdown and COVID had happened, a game like Among Us would have been this popular? No, right? So the stars have aligned and there's a lot of investment going into this field. So it's a gold mine waiting to be explored. So if you want to go into a career into this game development, then it is a very sound choice right now. But you may think that I don't really want to take up game development as a career choice. Why should then I get these skills? Well, turns out this is not the only factor at play here. You will develop your coding skills through game development and you will see it work in front of you because it's like a practical application, right? It's not like a computer assignment that you'll submit in your lab or anything, which is like very basic and almost like an algorithm and it's repeated every year, so you don't really get anything interesting out of it. Secondly, you'll also get your more creative sides, like when you learn artistic skills like game art and sound design. And these skills are always good to have, these few extracurricular skills. So, this is actually one of the few fields where you can develop your coding skills as well as nurture your creative side at the same point of time. Also, did I mention that you can easily monetize your games? So, it makes game development a very profitable hobby to have. You can make money while enjoying what you are doing. So, in your leisure time, suppose you make a game and then you monetize it, then you're having fun during that leisure time and you're gaining money from it. And last but not the least, it's fun. It's definitely something that we would suggest people should try out. See, because you're making a game whose main point is to have fun at the end of the day, and you're making a game, right? So even the process of making one will definitely be an entertaining experience for you. So there is so much to learn in game development and so many phases to it that trust us when we say that you will definitely take home a thing or two from game development. Okay, So now, since this is the first video of the workshop, let's take it easy and first look at how this workshop is going to work. So every day from now on for 5 days, we will premiere 3 videos for you to go through each day. We'll be covering the basics of whatever skills you will need to participate in this game jam. As long as you follow these videos, you're golden. They will be beginner friendly, so you do not need any prerequisite knowledge to know what's going on in the video. Even if you're not a complete beginner, we encourage you to go through these videos. It will help you brush up the basics, and you never know, you might learn a trick or two. So as long as you keep up with what's covered in the videos, you should have no hindrance in taking part in the main events to your full capability. So now that the basic structure of the workshop is out of the way, let's talk a bit about the contents of the workshop. So first video will be about installation of Unity and Blender. Next, we'll be introducing you to Unity. Unity, in case you didn't know, is a game engine. Simply put, it provides a base for you to make the game. So it's like a building block. For example, think of a pizza. So Unity is the pizza bread, and all the toppings and the sauce is what you are putting into it additionally, like your assets, your codes, and then you bake it. So you absolutely pack it together, and voila, you have a beautiful, delicious pizza, or in this case, a game. So once you introduce Unity formally, we'll be teaching you how to script in Unity. So we'll run you through a very basic tutorial for writing code in Unity and how to make it interact with various objects within Unity. So after this, the second phase, we will be moving on to some basics for game art. We'll be covering both 2D and 3D aspects for it. 2D will be done through Photoshop and Illustrator, while 3D will be done through Blender. So first we'll be looking at 2D graphics, then we'll look at pixel art and how to make user interfaces in Unity. After that, we'll be moving on to the 3D portion with Blender. Blender is a free and open source software which you can easily download, and it runs on almost all machines. It is industry standard, and because it's open source, that means if you are willing, you can alter it by yourself, or you can also download any of the pre-made add-ons to make your life easier. It's really useful and it's very easy to learn, and I'm sure you'll have a blast with it. So after that, we take a step back and move back to Unity in third phase and deal with some of the more specific and specialized areas of Unity. So first we'll be talking about how to import the 3D models and animations we made in Blender to Unity. Then we'll talk about materials, maps and lighting in Unity to make your game look good. Then we'll enhance your game further while talking about how post-processing processes can be applied to your game render. Finally, we'll take 3 videos talking about the terrain system, the sound system and the particle system in Unity. So that's for the workshop. So you might be wondering, once the workshop is over, what's next? So on 31st March, we are releasing the theme of the event. Anything and everything that you make for this game jam must somehow relate to this theme, must be revolving around this theme. So the main event and submission will start from 1st April and continue till 10th April. After that, our judges will assess all of the submissions that were made, and we will be releasing the results on 15th April. After that, the prizes and certificates will be distributed by 20th April. With that, we will officially conclude the event. You made it to the end of the video, so that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, definitely like the video and subscribe for future videos from the workshop. Also comment down below what are your expectations from this workshop and what you're hoping to learn. We would love to hear from you. We hope you have fun and learn something new too in this event. See you soon in the next video for ReSpawn 2022.